I guess, Coach, just coming out of the spring, give us a scouting report on Auburn defense. What'd you like? What are you looking forward to?
You know what? I was very happy with our spring. I liked how our guys, came together. I think always going to the second year of installing a scheme all that is usually much smoother, which that is for us. So I think just the understanding of what we're trying to get done was really good with a lot of returning guys in certain spots. It just helped. They were much smoother in that, and I think we're in now another level of learning the defense, more learning the why than just what we're doing. But this is why we do it. This is how we do it to execute the best way.
What is it about Auburn program that attracted you to want to be part of that?
I mean, it's a lot of things, but it really is centered around just the community, the atmosphere, the culture that Coach Freeze has created. I did a lot of homework and research on the front end of what that was like, and I couldn't find someone that would say anything bad about the community of Auburn, the town, the place for your family to raise kids, wonderful place, and obviously the way Coach Freeze runs the program, it was everyone had great things to say, and I can tell you it's been exactly that. We love it here, and my family and I have 2 kids in school, and they love it there, and so it's been great from that aspect. And I just think from a football standpoint, Auburn provides everything you can want. You can win at the highest level. It's been proven. We have great support from our administration, and so they give you all the tools to get it done, and it's a place you can do that.
Could listen to be a defensive coordinator nowadays with offenses the way they have changed so much lately?
Yeah, I mean, it's like anything else. You got to adapt. I mean, the offense, they can dictate a lot of the game, right? The tempo of the game, the personnel, and how things work that way. So for us, it's finding little ways that you can dictate back to them. And I think that's always evolving and adapting. Different styles of offense and all that. For us, it's just, all right, we've got to evolve this, kind of stay one step ahead. Because it's designed that way. I mean, I think the game, they want points. Fans want to see points and everything else. So from a defensive standpoint, we're trying to figure out ways to not allow that to happen, to slow that down.
What's been your experience of coaching at Jordan-Hare Stadium, and now you're going to be on the other side, but what's been your experience in that stadium?
Yeah, well, now I've a year under my belt. I've been on both sides of that, and it's rowdy. Coming into last year, that was I had been in a few games on the other sideline, and just that was part of me knowing what that was like. I mean, it's a rowdy place, and it's not easy to come in there and win when you're on that other sideline. So I certainly love it more now, being on that home sideline and knowing that the fans are behind you.
Coach, what's a self-scouting report on a defense led by you?
The number one thing for me is I would hope when you watch our defense, you see a bunch of guys that play with relentless effort. They play with a sense of physicality and violence, and play together. And that's really those 3 things we hang our hat on. And that's kind of a culture-driven thing that's built up in a standard that's got to be player-driven. And when I mentioned earlier about being a second-year program, a lot of those things are easier to implement, and for those guys to understand what it is you're looking for when you're in that second year.
Wheatland is signed, right? Is he signed? Can you talk about him?
Wheatland, yes, sir. Yes.
Just what did you like about it, bringing him in?
Yeah, just his experience. Like we graduated 3 seniors at linebacker that played a bunch last year, and 4 total. So in that room, we have some talent, some young talent. To me, it was finding an experienced guy. He's a 2-year starter and really almost a 3-year starter from where he was at playing the Big Ten, and so just that element of that guy's played a lot of football. And I think there's a calming influence when you have a veteran guy in that room, especially at middle linebacker. It's kind of the quarterback of the defense. And so just having someone that's been in the fire before, can communicate, help other guys get lined up, it provides a sense of calm to the rest of the defense when you have a guy that can do that. And so I think that's where he'll really help us.
Defense was pretty strong last year, but what do you want to do better going forward?
Yeah, we need to grow now, take the next step of just consistency. I think for us, there was definitely a lot of bright spots. There were some times where we needed to play better. We were very young in the back end. Those guys are now a year older. I think that'll really help us. We got to improve on third down, getting off the field. But again, it's just when I think now they understand what we're trying to accomplish and get done, and I think that just gives us a leg up for as we bring new guys in the program, whether it's freshmen or portal guys, whatever. There's a sense in that room. Those guys know what the expectation is, and when the players are imparting that on their teammates, it goes much smoother than just coaches driving it.